Hello there guys, and welcome back to another Python tutorial. In this Python tutorial we're going to be going over an IP skimmer. So what this does is it loads a website that obviously tells you your IP address, skims that website to grab your public IP address, and then in my case I have made it so it saves to Google Doc or a Google spreadsheet so that I can share it with my friends and they can use my server when the IP is changing due to me being on copper lines and that being a regular occurrence. So what I've done is I have gone ahead and put it on my server, and it saves to a Google spreadsheet every hour and just runs permanently using a library in Python called AP Scheduler, which I'm going to go ahead and show you now. So let's get into this. So we're going to go and import gspread. We're going to import time and requests. Those are all the ones that we used last time in the last tutorial, and we're going to be using them again. Now after this, we want to go ahead and from OAuth, I wonder if we can get in here. No, OAuth to client dot service account, import service account credentials, and from AP ski. Oh, maybe if I do this. Nope, AP scheduler dot schedulers dot blocking, import blocking scheduler, define update, and defining update. So what this is going to be is it's going to be a function that gets our or skims our IP address and then shares it across the network or shares it to the Google spreadsheet. So we're going to want to print update, just so we have a reference of when it's being used and whether it's actually working and it's loading this function. We want to go scope equals, and this is the IP address, or not the IP address, the web address for our Google feed. So https spreadsheet.google.com/feeds, and then we want to go creds equal service account credentials dot from JSON key file name, which is going to be details.json, and it's going to take scope. Now details.json is our details file, which has our access key and all that sort of stuff within it. But yeah, so we're then going to go ahead and go client equals gspread dot authorize creds, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to open that sheet. So sheet equals client dot open IP underscore display. In my case it's this, in your case it'll be whatever you named your Google spreadsheet, and dot sheet 1. So we're going to open sheet 1. Now what we want to do here, we actually want to change that to sheet, not sheet. We're going to go ahead and we're going to grab the IP address. So IP equals requests dot get. Now we want to use the URL. So the URL is going to be http://json ip.com/ and we're going to go .json, and then we want to grab p. Alright, what we want to do next, we want to go sheet dot update underscore cell. I will also come back to this function at the end, just to explain what each part does, and this part's where we're going to pass in the IP address. We're then going to also go ahead and update the cell next to it, due to oh my bad, due to us wanting to also include a timestamp. So we're going to go sheet.update underscore cell 2,2 time dot string of time, and we're going to go %h, %m, %s, and that's going to be our hours, minutes and seconds in 24-hour time. Right, so what this function does is it prints our update when we run this function. It then runs a scope which checks our Google spreadsheet feed. It loads our creds from details and passes them to scope to see what it can access, because we have a key to a specific spreadsheet. Our client then authorizes the credentials, and we then open our spreadsheet. We then get our IP address from jasonip.com, and we can do this here where we sheet.update cell and we update those individual cells. I will show you at the end what they look like once done, but currently it's not that important. So now what we want to do is we want to go and work on our scheduler. So the scheduler is a really easy part. So you just want to go scheduler equals blocking scheduler. We then want to go job equals scheduler dot add job, and then we want to go update. So this is, in here we add our job update, which is our function, and we want to run it on an interval. Ooh. So we also want to add those speech marks around it, and then we want to run it on whatever time. So say hours equals 1, or minutes 1, or seconds 1, whatever we want to run it on. So I'm going to chuck it to hours, but yeah. Now what we want to go ahead and do is we want to go scheduler.start, and that's going to just start running all those things. Now why is this throwing an error? I've never had that problem before. I don't, because this here needs to be a function rather than just a method or just a name or variable name. Alright, so what this does is it sets the blocking scheduler to run in the foreground. The job adds the job update with an interval timer of 1 hour. So it runs once an hour, but it runs permanently, but once an hour. And then we start our scheduler, and that just runs permanently until we stop it. Now going over to what it will actually look like in the display, it'll look like somewhat like this. So you'll see we have our current IP and our times, like our header bar, and then we have the IP and when it was last updated, which means one will update in about 8 minutes time. And obviously whether the IP address has changed or not, it'll change this file here. Alright, anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions, obviously leave them in the comments below. If you'd like to see a video on a specific thing, then leave a comment below. And if you like the video, then subscribe, like, do whatever. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Alright, hello there guys. You've obviously made it to the end of the video, so you've obviously enjoyed it or had to watch the whole thing at least. So if you could consider subscribing, that would be a great help to my channel. If you have any suggestions for future videos, make sure to drop them in the comments below. Like the video to show your support to me so that I know whether you like the content that I'm making. And yeah, hope to see you in the next